Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are going to be doing my June haul. This is coming a little bit earlier than usual. In fact, the last one came really late. But this is coming a little bit earlier than usual and I need help because not only did I haul 27 books in the last one, but I'm hauling 30 books in this one. And I've bought most of them. So let's go through this as quickly as we can because otherwise we're going to be here for a really long time. Luckily I've read a couple of these and quite a few of them are on my July TBR. So let's see how we get on. First of all, let's go through the books that have been kindly gifted to me, and thank you to everybody in advance that has gifted me something. So this first one is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This one was actually gifted to me by the lady whose house we stayed in when we went to Scotland at the end of last month. She basically sent this one home with my mum because she's read it and she said it was fantastic and she said I would really love it. I don't know how she would know that, but I've heard incredible things about this one and I'm really looking forward to reading it. I have on occasion watched Pointless and I do enjoy Richard Osman, so thank you to her for gifting me this one. I really appreciate it. Then we have Dreaming Son Volume 3 by Ichigo Tagano, which was gifted to me by Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy, for gifting me this one. You did not have to, you never have to, but thank you so much, I love you. This is a manga series, a contemporary manga series, basically, that follows a young girl who walks out of her home. Basically, her mother died several years previous, her dad is now remarried and they have a new baby and they don't really take any notice of her, and she walks out of her home one day, meets a man in the park who basically says to her, if you could do 3 things for me, one of which is to tell me why you walked out of your home, the other is to get me my keys because I've lost them and I know where they are but I don't want to go and get them, and the third one is to fall in love and dream big. So basically we follow her on this journey and I enjoy it. It's problematic but it's good, I enjoy it. So this is Volume 3. Thank you so much, Tracy, for this one. Then we have Love Virtually by Daniel Glatour, I think that's how you pronounce that. This was gifted to me by Victoria. This is a second-hand one. She's basically read it and wanted to hand it over to me because she thinks I'm gonna love it, and she basically said that this is a little bit like You've Got Mail but in book format. I fucking love You've Got Mail. It's one of my favourite books, one of my favourite movies of all time. I love it. So I'm really excited about this one. It sounds so good and I am so here for a book that's like You've Got Mail. It's such a good movie. I absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you so much, Victoria, for sending me this one. Then we have Fat Chance Charlie Vega by Crystal Maldonado. This was gifted to me by Rebecca for getting my first COVID vaccine. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to at all. But I've heard really good things about this one and I know that Mel recently got this one. I can't remember if she read it or she just recently hauled it, I can't remember, but it was from her channel that I then added it onto my wish list because it sounded fantastic. I'm all about books that have fat rep in them. I'm really excited about this one, and also this cover is absolutely stunning, so thank you so much, Rebecca, for this one. I really appreciate it. Then I have a couple of books from our lovely Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, from her mum, Sheila. So thank you so much, Sheila, for getting me these. She got me Nathan Pyle's Strange Planet, which is just like a really cute graphic novel thing about these aliens, and it's really adorable. I follow the Instagram page for this and I love it so much that I really wanted the book, so thank you, Sheila, for this one. And she also got me The Queen of Iflaria Struggles by Effie Calvin, and I know that Maddie has been going on about this one. I can't remember if it's that she's read it and really enjoyed it or she really wants to read the series, but I've heard great things, so I'm really looking forward to this one. So thank you again, Sheila, for gifting me both of these. They sound really good and I can't wait to get to them. Then Harriet got me Words of Radiance Part 1 and also Part 2. My collection for Brandon Sanderson is going strong. You can't see it because our crate box is in the way. But it's going strong and now I'm really excited because I've got these, which are also the Stormlight Archives Book 2 and... oh, Books 2. Book 2. Basically in the UK they can't get this to fit in one book, so they do it in Part 1 and Part 2, but it is Book 2 in the Stormlight Archives, if that makes any sense to you at all. I'm not going to read the back of this because I don't want to know what's going on at all, not even a little bit. I'm not even, well, I'm really curious obviously because I want to pick the book up, but I don't really care what it says on the back. So I'm really excited for these. Thank you so much, Harriet, for keep adding to my Brandon Sanderson collection. I really appreciate you. You are adorable. Thank you so much. Then I have The Chase by Elle Kennedy, which was gifted to me by Kylie. Thank you so much, Kylie, for gifting me this one. I have actually read this and I've given it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'm loving Elle Kennedy's books at the moment and I really enjoy them. This is the first in the Briar U series, and this is basically a hockey romance following a guy called Fitz and also a girl called Summer, and I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend. Very smutty. Fantastic, really loved it. Thank you so much to Kylie for gifting me this one. You didn't have to at all, but thank you, Angel. And then the final book that has been gifted to me is The Second Chance by Megan Quinn, and this has been gifted to me by Jennifer. I actually, you know what, I remember now the reason why I put this on my wish list shamelessly is because of the guy on the cover. That's literally the only reason, because he's handsome. And I needed to own the book with this face on the cover. That's literally the only reason. I know nothing about it. I don't think. It was supposed to be an innocent night celebrating my brother's birthday. Nothing was supposed to go wrong. We vowed to be on our best behaviour after all. I remember now. This is... hang on. No, it's not. It's not. I think this has like an element of magical realism in it, possibly. But it only took one rowdy night with my brothers to flip my world upside down. One unlucky encounter saddled us with a family curse and the promise of doomed relationships. I laughed it off immediately. Yeah, right, I thought. A love curse? Ha! Boy, was I wrong. Word spreads quickly in a town like mine. Rumours about that night soon made us the most eligible yet untouchable bachelors in Portsnow, Maine. As a subject of endless gossip and speculation, I could kiss my dating life goodbye. It would have stayed that way if Ren Winters, the new girl in town, hadn't crashed into my life. Brave, beautiful and smart, her vivacious thirst for a fresh start had given me hope that maybe, just maybe, I can have one too. Everyone wishes for that second chance, but could this really be mine? So I'm really excited about this one. He is extremely handsome. So yeah, thank you so much, Jennifer, for gifting me this one. So those are all the gifted books, and then I bought a couple of books second hand. So I got Beyond a Darkened Shore by Jessica Leake from Depop, because I really wanted a copy of this because I've heard great things from Jade actually, and I know nothing else about it. I'm looking forward to picking this one up. And then the other book I got secondhand was from the charity shop, and that was After We Collided by Anna Todd. I do have After on my shelves somewhere, but I have not read it yet. But I saw this in the charity shop and it was cheap enough. It was only £1, and I thought, yes, okay, let's get it. Side note, I am fully aware of how problematic this series is. I have watched the movies, so I am going into this knowing that and being okay with it. So I, you know, before anyone mentions it, that it's problematic and I shouldn't be reading it, I know it's problematic. I'm okay with it, so there's no need to come for me. Then I treated myself to The Mistake, The Score and The Goal by Elle Kennedy, which is books 2, 3 and 4 in the Off-Campus series. I gave The Mistake 4 stars. I have read all of these. I gave The Score 4 stars and I gave The Goal 5 stars. These are all sports romance, hockey romance, and very smutty, and I highly recommend the series. It's fantastic. Then I have Isola Chapter 2, which was a recommendation from Jade actually, Isola, and I really loved it. The art style was gorgeous, and I'm really excited to have volume 2 in my hands. I don't think I'm going to pick this up soon though. I want to wait until a couple more issues come out, which I know I'm going to be waiting for a while, but I want to wait for a couple more issues to come out because I want to binge them because I really like the series. So yeah, I treated myself to the second one. This is a fantasy series, and it is queer as well, and I really enjoyed it, so I highly recommend. Then we have All Systems Red by Martha Wells, which is the first in the Murderbot Diaries, and I've heard incredible things about this, and I will be reading this in July, which I'm really looking forward to. Other than that, I don't really know anything else about it, but I have to make myself do things I don't want to do, like talk to humans. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So I think this is following a robot, essentially. There's corporations and stuff, and it's sci-fi, and I'm really excited. So that's all I need to know. I've heard that this is hilarious. The audiobook's fantastic, so I am going to audiobook it, but I really wanted a copy of the physical book as well. so I treated myself. And I also had Reboot by Django Wexler. These are both Tor novellas. So I got this one on the recommendation again from Jade. She's not read it yet, but she was sent this by Tor and it sounds fantastic. It's been kind of related to Pacific Rim, and I love the movie Pacific Rim. It's fantastic. It's one of my go-to rewatches when I'm struggling with my anxiety, so I really love that, and I am here for this. On the back it says, "You're finished, the house owns you now. Kaz is a junior academic on a research mission to Old Earth. When a con artist tricks her into wagering a huge sum of money she doesn't have on the outcome of a manned robot arena battle, she becomes drawn into the seedy underworld of Old Earth politics and state-sponsored battle droid prize fights. Is it time to get back to the books yet?" So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It does, I mean, it's been mentioned likeable to Pacific Rim, but I think it sounds a lot like Real Steel, you know, the movie with Hugh Jackman in it. It sounds a lot like that, robots fighting and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Cannot wait to pick it up, hopefully in July. Then I got Like Home. This cover is adorable. I think this is going to be like a YA contemporary, but you know what, it sounds really good, so we're going to see how it goes. It sounds really, really good. I actually don't know what the hell's going on with this, but it sounds adorable and this cover is beautiful, so I'm here for it. Then I have a couple of Josie Jaffrey books. So the first one is The Blood Prince by Josie Jaffrey, which is book 3 in the Sovereign series. This is a adult vampire book series that I really, really love. So I'm not going to read the back because I haven't read book 2 yet, but I needed to get book 3, so I did. And then I also got book 2 in the Seekers series as well, which is Judgment Day, the first book being Mayday, which I really, really loved earlier on last year, actually. So yeah, this is a lot chunkier than Mayday was, but I'm really excited to continue on with this series. We're following Jack Valentine, who is a vampire, but almost like a almost kind of like the police, but for vampires, on the vampiric side of things. Vampiric? But I really, really love it. I love following Jack Valentine. It is queer. I highly recommend this series, especially if you want like indie published series to get your teeth into. I recommend all of Josie Jaffrey's books, actually. The Solace Invicti series first, the Sovereign series, and then jump into this one. This is entirely independent of the Solace Invicti and the Sovereign series, but the Solace Invicti and Sovereign series, I would read them in that order, because some of the characters from the Solace Invicti series are then main characters in the Sovereign series, so you get their backstory in the first series. But yeah, really, really love Josie Jaffrey's vampire series. Highly recommend them. They're fantastic, adult, quite smutty, are just outstanding. I love them so much. Then I bought the box set of The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy by Douglas Adams, because I've heard fantastic things about The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and I really wanted to try it out. I believe it's very, very funny. But yeah, I really wanted to try this. So we have The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, Life, the Universe and Everything, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, and Mostly Harmless. So was that necessary, sir? So I bought the whole box set because it was a really good deal. Then we have Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. I bought this because this is the same artist that has done, let me find it, same artist that's done Sweet Hand, which I haven't read yet, but the artwork is just beautiful and I'm living for it. So yeah, I picked this up. I saw that Miona had done a entire thread basically of this artist's work, and I then went ahead and added a bunch to my wish list and then bought this one because it sounds really, really good. So I'm really excited. This isn't very long at all, just over 220 pages, so not very long at all, but indie published, and I'm here for this. So the cover's fucking gorgeous as well, so I got it. Then I got We Will Have No Judgment Here, Thank You. We got Freed, and also no we got Darker and also Freed by E.L. James, which are Christian Grey's version of events from the books 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. I will take no questions at this time. And then I had a really good time on the bookbinding website, and I purchased some John Gwynne books. So the first one was The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne, which I've heard nothing but great things about so far. This is dragons and fantasy and war and stuff, and I'm really excited. It's Norse mythology. It's set in a brand new Norse inspired world and packed with myth, magic and bloody vengeance. The Shadow of Gods begins an epic new fantasy saga from best-selling author John Gwynne. I'm really excited about it. I've heard great things. And then I also got Malice by John Gwynne, which again I've heard fantastic things about. I believe this series is finished now, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I don't know what this is about fully, but I believe it's going to be war and politics and all of that good stuff, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I believe as well that there's a read along for this one starting in July, so I really want to try and pick this up in July if at all possible, but it is chunky, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are 30 books that I've hauled in the month of June. I need to be banned from all websites that sell books, all of them, every single one, because it's getting out of hand, clearly. But yeah, I'm really excited about all of those books, not some of them, all of them. And I'm really glad that I've managed to read at least some of them already anyway. So yeah, I am hyped. But I hope you have enjoyed this haul. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these and if you would prioritise any of them. And also if you have recommendations for me based off of these, please let me know. I don't know why I keep asking you to do that, because it's a bad idea, isn't it? But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.